welcome to another edition of Now You Know, and we are sitting in the historic Skowhegan Opera House, as you can see, and what a beautiful facility this place is, really. And we're with a group of folks from Lights Up Productions, which is now 2 years old,
yes,
right?
officially on Friday.
I just looked this up. November 14th,
Yes.
2023. You got your nonprofit status, right?
Yes, we did.
And things have really been going pretty darn well since that period of time. Okay, so on my right is Lynn Gavoni, who is the president of the organization, and you guys are, the rest of you are going to have to help me with names. You're the VP, and you're Brian?
Yes, Brian Sear. Yeah.
Brian Sear, and in back, we actually have a very young member of the production, but can you guys identify yourselves?
I am Hannah Davis, and I am the secretary of Lights Up Productions, and this is my son, Atticus, the youngest member of Lights Up Productions.
Easily the youngest member, I would
Yes.
say. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kim Kennedy, and I am the treasurer of Lights Up Productions.
Well, there, and there's a very big production coming up very soon, A Christmas Carol, or a new version of A Christmas Carol, and every man has the power to do good. I had to work on that to memorize that, but this is definitely a different adaptation, and but we'll get into that in a few minutes because I really want to do a little retrospective here on what's happened this past year with Lights Up Productions, because it's really pretty amazing everything you guys have done. And can you give me a little chronology of that?
I guess a little bit of a chronology, but maybe some out of order as well. Since last year's production of A Christmas Carol, we have been basically in a whirlwind of activity, continuing to bring ourselves to the community, let people know that we're here, that we're doing our own productions, but also having rentals from our standard and traditional dance studios a few times a year. And also we have people come in, rent them, like Bob Marley, and we had a band this summer that was wonderful. So yes, we are continuing to bring arts and entertainment to the community. We are also doing historical tours every quarter. We have featured just recently the Park Street Players, who used to be here on the stage, this very stage, in the 1980s and early 1990s.
That's right.
It was wonderful to have the three main actors come back and bring their loads of photographs and even programs and posters from their productions that they put on here, and their stories were just fantastic. So we really enjoy doing the historical tours as well. It gives people a chance to see the space, see what kinds of updates we want to have happen, but also have a little piece of the history of what's gone on here. What else? Let's see, we've done a lot of different productions, and I'll have Bryant really talk about the plays that we have put on throughout 2025. They've been spectacular.
It's your show, Brian.
for
Go
it.
right ahead. Sure.
Yeah, so we did a full four-show season, and then we did a returning of our ghost tours in October. So back in March, we opened the season with the complete works of William Shakespeare Abridged, which is every one of the plays done by three performers in an hour and a half. So
That's quite something to do that. Yeah.
As you can imagine, it becomes a farce pretty quick.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly. So we then opened our first ever musical with the Spitfire Grill, small town story, kind of perfect and fitting for Skowhegan, Maine. We then kicked off our Shakespeare in the Park series with A Midsummer Night's Dream in August. As I mentioned, we brought back the 2025 Ghost Tours, which is a downtown tour of the historic River Road and downtown Skowhegan, and some of the ghost stories that haunt the streets.
That's been pretty well received, hasn't it?
It has, yeah, it's been a fantastic turnout, especially when you're asking people to come out in the cold of October nights.
Yeah, it was a
And
little
walk the
windy
streets.
Walk
and
the
nippy,
streets.
the nights that we had it. I think there were 9 tours altogether this year, and we had 208 attendees on those tours. So they all came back and just loved it so much.
So how scary do these things get? Are they telling ghost stories on this thing, or what happens?
Oh,
This
geez,
year was a little
yes.
different. It was more historical as well as scary.
Yeah, little bit of both. We definitely upped our production value, if you will, this year with more community actors and performers staged throughout the streets, recreating some of the scenes that are being depicted and told by the tour guides. Including individuals out on the walking bridge up to the old railroad tracks and then around to the Strand Theater. So it's a fun little 45-minute tour, walking tour, telling some of the old stories of places that are believed to be haunted still.
Well, supposedly the Strand Cinema was one of the ghost
Yes.
story places, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
It's haunted.
I remember the Perrys, who owned the theater for many years, talking about ghosts in the theater. So that's kind of neat.
Yeah, and we have a wonderful historian as part of our community theater group, Mel Weston, who,
Burnham?
Mel,
No, I'm sorry. There was a Mel Burnham who was an historian too.
Yes,
Gotcha.
right.
Sorry.
Right.
Mel,
He's been
Yeah.
part of the historical tours here
Correct.
in the Upper
Yes.
House, but Mel Weston was
Weston.
our historian for the ghost tours.
okay.
yes, yeah, to help bring those to life. Yeah.
2 Mel historians going on here.
Right.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
All right. Okay, and we had some musicals too, and I know you had a Fleetwood Mac
Oh, yes, we had a
band,
band
Little Lies.
concert. Yes, Little Lies, a tribute band to Fleetwood Mac. That was so much fun. They really encouraged people to dance in their seats, and Kim was there with me, dancing with a bunch of her friends. They sounded just like Fleetwood Mac, and they were just really
Incredible.
a wonderful group. And actually, they're a 6-piece band, and 2 of their members were missing. There are 2 lead singers that are female, and one of them it was her wedding weekend, so she couldn't be here.
Oh.
And then the keyboard player, because I think it was a holiday weekend, going into a holiday weekend, that he was trying to get up here from Massachusetts. They're from Massachusetts, and he was sitting in this traffic, and there was, an accident after accident, and he finally called them and said, "I'm not gonna make it." So the keyboardist couldn't be here, but they still sounded amazing. They were so good.
They were so good.
So good.
I can't
Well-
wait to have them back with the full ensemble.
All right,
Oh,
right.
really?
Yeah.
Are you thinking of doing that for another year?
Well,
maybe?
I'm putting in
Not
my
sure.
plug now.
Oh, okay, all right, all
She
right.
really loved them.
Well, everybody loves Fleetwood Mac anyway, so,
Right.
yeah.
We do get a lot of requests from tribute bands to come and rent this space as well. But we have to figure out how that's going to go in 2026. But we would like to have more music here.
Well, the tribute bands is really quite something.
popular.
It's very popular. I
Yeah.
actually, unfortunately, I didn't see the Fleetwood Mac one, but I saw the Bee Gees down in, tribute band down in Waterville. And the guy who played, I believe, Barry Gibb, had, he has to have this high
Oh, yeah,
falsetto
for sure.
voice. This guy captured it just perfectly, had a completely normal speaking voice, but was able to go up a number of octaves so, but anyways, it was fantastic. You don't need to know that anyway, that was just
Well,
my
why
own
not?
little. But anyways, tribute bands are a pretty big thing
They
right now,
are.
so I'm sure you could do pretty well if you had more tribute bands in the future.
Yeah, and we do get requests from people in our suggestion boxes that we have throughout town for more music to come here.
Yeah, I heard you have these suggestion boxes, and actually, I think you did a survey of what your most popular things were, and the Spitfire Grill thing
Yes.
did incredibly well.
Yes, the musical came out and on the top of the people who they were rating or voting for their favorite Lights Up Productions production over the past year, and the Spitfire Grill won.
Yeah.
People love their
They
music.
do.
Yeah.
They love music.
Let's see, what else has happened this year?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, we started having money put aside for our capital improvements of the space.
Okay,
And we've gotten a lot of different donations for that. And we have something in process right now. It's actually coming up next weekend. And Brian could speak more about that, but Hammond Lumber gave a very good in-kind donation
oh, fantastic.
toward our offstage flooring safety project. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Brian talk about that.
Yeah,
Sure, and forgive me, I don't know when the town finished the main portion of the stage, but the Skowhegan Opera House's stage is actually only about 1/3 finished. Everything off stage of the curtains steps down 3/4 of an inch.
Okay.
So that, to the original flooring.
Okay.
So you can't actually roll things on and off stage, and even as you're stepping up and on for our young dancers in the dance recitals, it is a bit of a tripping hazard. And
Yeah,
so,
I can see.
one of the big capital improvement projects that we've been working on in the last year was finding support. And as Lynn said, Hammond Lumber has come through with a generous donation to help us level that floor all the way off stage. And so as of next weekend, we will be pulling everything off the stage, cleaning up the floor, and laying and leveling the entire stage.
are you guys gonna
All the
do
way
the
to the
work
walls.
yourself, or?
Yep, yeah, we have a number of community general contractors and carpenters who are going to tag in to help us finish it.
Fantastic.
And I have a question. Did you get confirmation that Chief Bucknam can be part of your crew?
No, I didn't even know that Chief Bucknam reached out.
He said something to me and said,
yes, I
"Oh,
want Chief
I'm
Bucknam
looking at
involved."
Well,
coming
Chief-
and helping out."
Yeah, now he's committed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now, Chief, if you're watching this show, this is gonna be on TV, it's gonna be on YouTube, probably Facebook. You're committed, buddy. You're
Yes.
gonna, yeah,
He
gonna
and
be
his
helping
wife
out.
Jody have been very, very generous
They
to us as
have,
well. Yes,
Yeah.
they've sponsored different things throughout the years.
So you've had a lot of donations, a lot of, yeah,
Yes,
good.
donations, sponsorships. We are reaching out for sponsorships for our 2026 programs right now. We've gotten quite a few already, but we might be in touch with your viewers.
Uh-huh, there you go. I saw you had some pretty big name sponsors for this year.
Yes,
listed, so-
Madame Marie Comier is our show sponsor for A Christmas Carol this year.
And I was asking off camera about her. She apparently sponsors a number of
Yes, she
productions and just is very involved in the theater and financially helps out a lot.
She does help a lot. At Waterville Opera House, she often sponsors the shows there. But I reached out to her knowing how much she loves Christmas. She has an amazing Christmas party every year, usually the first weekend of December. So I reached out to her and said, "Hey, knowing that you love Christmas, here's an opportunity for you." And she said, "Yes, yes." Or should
nice.
I say, "Oui, oui"? She
Oui,
said,
oui.
"Yeah, oui." She's so French. We love Madame.
Madame Cormier, yeah. Ah. No, I actually, until recently, I'd read she sponsored something down in Waterville, and I didn't really know anything about her, but good you have a generous benefactor like
Yes, and
that.
she actually was on this stage playing Shirley Valentine way back in 2022, I believe. It was a one-woman show.
Oh, wow.
She was fantastic.
Yeah. Well, maybe she'll come back and do another performance.
Maybe she will.
Okay, now you've set your sights pretty high in terms of capital improvements for this place. And you want to list off some of the things that are in the
The top five?
top five. They're on the drawing board, but,
Yes, yes.
but not quite ready to go yet.
Yes, yes. Well, definitely part of the top five was the offstage flooring safety project, which is
Okay,
going about happening. Another one is restoring some of the seating that is here on the main floor that's been deteriorated by the sun coming
okay,
in.
okay.
They could be reupholstered, or we could actually replace the seats, but for now, we're actually getting seat covers made by a woman who generously donated those seat covers to us, which is fantastic of her. There really are 6 that are very, very deteriorated right now. And so she's making slipcovers for those. They're kind of in a pretty cranberry velvet color.
Nice. Do you know the history of the seat replacement thing that went on here just to get it to where it is now?
I have
These,
photographs of that.
these things were horribly hard to sit in before Pat Dickey, who was the town manager at the time, undertook a project to fundraise to have the seats redone in the Opera House. And God, I don't know
And it
how
looks
many.
like every single one of them.
They
has
had
been-
sponsors.
Has been claimed by someone.
Yeah, they had sponsors.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe my name's somewhere on this thing. I don't know. Seat number 197 is it, but she and Pat had this ability to put the hit on people, to get them to contribute. And then I don't know how many bake sales and various other things that they did
Right.
to fundraise for
Right.
this. But these seats are a heck of a lot better
Oh, I'm sure.
than what the old hard seats used to be.
They are very comfortable.
They
So
are.
thank you, Pat.
Yeah, all you need now is just cup holders and all these other things. Reclining
Reclining, yeah,
seats.
yeah, yeah.
I support
Yeah.
all of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's not quite
No,
on
we
your
want them to
immediate
stay
bucket
awake
list. is it?
during our show.
Yes, stay awake, stay awake.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
So we
what-
have the flooring, we
Yep.
have the seats to renovate. Definitely getting a new sound system would be wonderful, but that takes definitely a group of people to come in and look at the space itself
Mm.
and figure out how the sound works.
Yeah.
And then get the appropriate sound system. But however, in the meantime, we did get a very, very nice sound system. I think it just came in the mail today.
Yeah, so a
Yes.
portion of it. The actual speakers, the PA, are the portion where we need to bring in some consultants to oversee the space and determine how best to lay it all out. But in the meantime, we have upgraded to a new soundboard, as well as some of the stage and networking equipment that is needed to make concerts and speaker events a little bit easier in here, including a new wireless
Oh, yes, for the
lavalier
for the
mics.
Oh, nice.
For the actors.
For the theater productions.
Oh, that's wonderful, because I tell you, Brian, as you get older, your hearing isn't quite as good, and it gets, unless you have a good sound system, it gets a little difficult catching all the actors and actresses' words.
Yes, yeah. It's
Yeah.
definitely been a priority, and our audiences definitely have let us know that needs to be the priority.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
Yep.
so very good.
Yes, and so then we have a new lighting board and system and all kinds of things up there above the stage there and out back there. I'm not the professional lighting person, but yes, that's very important as well. So we have sound, lighting, the flooring, the seating, and, oh gosh, what's the 5th one? Oh, the curtains, yes, the curtains and the rigging system, yes.
Oh, that'll be
Needs
nice.
renovation.
But you have much larger capital improvements in your mind here.
yes, but we
Too,
have
but
to
it's
focus.
gonna be a little while for some of those things, whether it be bathrooms
Oh,
or
yes, the-
staircases or elevators or,
Yes.
those are all
Definitely,
kind
the
of,
lobby level bathrooms are definitely a necessity moving forward. Yes,
have you got any quotes on what these things would cost, or are you at that point yet?
well, we're focusing on those first 5, Chris, but
Okay,
yes,
I'll stay off
then-
these long-term projects.
But then, yes, we will definitely get quotes, but I know that construction costs have gone up so much.
I know how
and,
these things go.
And when it comes to that kind of restoration, we do have to work with the town and figure out different things about this actual building, and then think about how people will be working as this renovation is happening, so.
Yeah.
That's
right.
It can be pretty complicated to make these renovations
Oh,
happen.
I bet, it's not just you, you've got to deal with the administration here as well,
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Which, it sounds as though they've been very supportive.
Oh, definitely.
on?
Oh, they have been very supportive. We definitely want to thank Nick Netto for being the new town manager. He's been great support to us, as well as Brian Beliveau. He's been wonderful.
Yeah, Brian's been around for a while. I have not met Nick
Nick,
yet,
oh.
but John and I are going to get him on a show here at some point, I can tell you.
Yeah.
So, but I'm glad he decided to be the full-time manager. Yeah,
Yes, me too.
good. Stability is good.
Yes, it is.
Yep. Okay.
You have any questions for Kim?
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
hi, Kim.
in addition to being the treasurer, I also,
Oh,
I guess, lead our marketing efforts. And
Okay.
so I'm going to put in a shameless plug for your viewers to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Our website is, we are a volunteer organization, so the most up-to-date information you will find on our social channels. So Facebook and Instagram at Lights Up Skowhegan. So yeah, that's my
That's a good plug.
good plug.
Yeah, that's very good. Okay, anything else you can think of in terms of the improvements and so forth, or past shows or anything, or
not right now, I think you.
have I exhausted
Might
that?
want to move on to the A Christmas Carol.
The main thing, okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
And that
Do you know if
is
Geraldine's here yet?
I don't, yeah.
Geraldine Shattuck, is that how you pronounce it?
Geraldine Shattuck, yeah.
Shattuck, okay. And we will have her on eventually, I think. And she is the one directing, producing
She's directing it.
the show, which is wonderful. And everything I've heard, it sounds as though she's doing a great job. Yeah.
She is.
Yeah,
There are 37 or 36 now?
36.
36 cast members and
Wow.
several families involved
oh my
with
God.
this show.
Most of these local
Yes,
people, yeah?
yes, all from the community.
Yeah?
They were brave enough to come out to audition, and they got cast, and it's wonderful to have just such a variety of people, variety of ages.
And so 36 people, that's,
36.
that takes a lot of directing, I would think.
Yes, it is.
And here we are, what's today, November 17th, and this is going to be on, starting December 19th, is that? Friday night, 7 o'clock, and then Saturday, 7 o'clock, and then you have a matinee on that Sunday, the 21st.
Yes, you
So-
are correct.
At 2 o'clock.
At 2 o'clock. So there's going to be a lot of hard practicing that goes on.
There's an alarm.
Yeah, you can hear. That's right.
Cut that right out.
That's all right. It's part of the town atmosphere here. So tell us a little bit about this.
I'll let Brian talk about it because he is our programming chair.
Okay,
For 30 seconds. Give the keys to the car.
that's okay. There's a lot of, actually, we don't cut much of anything out of this, do we?
Yeah, you could do something.
So, so tell me a little bit about the show then.
Sure. We auditioned back in October, and as Lynn was saying, we have cast 36 community performers, community artists, as part of the show. It's a wonderful rendition. It's very focused on the storytelling and the impactful words of the original Christmas Carol. And how to bring that to life on stage. We're very fortunate to have Geraldine kind of leading the charge on that. What are your questions about the production?
Well, for one thing, this is not quite the standard Christmas Carol. This is a different version of this. What was the guy's name? Hutchinson or something?
Yes, James.
James Hutchinson, who wrote this. We figured, well, we got enough people here. We'll come up with a name. James Hutchinson. So it's a different version, and it sounds as though it portrays Scrooge in a less Scroogely way, if you want to put it that way. He's not quite it's looking at him trying to recapture his lost love and all sorts of things, rather than just focusing on him being a complete miser.
What I say is, it's like Scrooge's backstory, and in
Oh.
a little
Yeah.
bit, that's what it looks like to me. I could be wrong, but just,
Yeah,
Who was
compared
Scrooge before he
to-
was Ebenezer Scrooge?
Right. So it seems to be focusing more on that.
Yeah, it definitely dives into that lore a lot more than most versions, for sure. And even as you're looking through the cast list or reading through the story, everything is, like I said, very storytelling stylistically, kind of pops in from scene to scene very, very quickly to give you as much information about his that backstory as possible. Dive a little bit deeper than other versions, for sure.
So how many hours gets put into something like this? You've got 36 people, and how long have you been in practice thus
I
far?
think the first rehearsal was the Monday after the Ghost Tours, correct?
Yeah,
October 27th?
they've been rehearsing for about 3 weeks,
October
4 nights a week.
Yeah.
For 2 to 3 hours
Yeah.
a night. So, and then they'll go for another 5 weeks doing the same thing.
So
So
it's pretty involved.
It's-
So
yeah.
are all 36 people here rehearsing at one time, or are you taking like kind of subsections of?
Yeah, she
no,
breaks it up.
to be conscious of their time.
Yeah.
Geraldine breaks it up according to what scenes need to be tackled that night.
Okay.
In order to develop and fill in the whole story.
Yeah.
And then as we get closer, everyone starts attending so that we can do a full straight run through of the show.
And Geraldine's got quite a background, if I read correctly. She's originally from Los Angeles, or came here from not too many people come from Los Angeles to Skowhegan.
It's usually the other way around.
Yeah, so she came here and she's directed a number of plays, some down in
Yes.
Waterville,
Yes, she
right?
does, yep.
And what prompted her to, did you call her and say, geez, we need you bad, or how'd that go?
Yeah, we asked. I've always been a big fan of Geraldine's work, especially the things she's done with ACAT Theater out in Waterville, which is the other place she primarily directs.
And that stands for Aqua City Actors Theater.
Okay.
ACAT.
Yes,
ACAT.
who are now inhabiting the old Railroad Square cinemas. So they're doing smaller
Small plays.
smaller
Small
plays with a little bit more, quite a few classics, actually, classic pieces. She just did Waiting for Godot.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Now, are you involved in Waterville Creates then, Brian? Is that you, or is that
I
somebody?
am.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, I'm the production manager for the Waterville Opera House as well.
Oh, okay.
We're very lucky to have it.
Other than that, you got plenty of time on your hands, right?
Right, yeah.
New baby.
And a new
And
baby.
new baby, all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
so you come by this stuff pretty naturally then. You've been,
Yes, we just purchased a new soundboard, which maybe scares everyone else for having to run those cables and set that up and make it sound good. It'll probably take me, 20 minutes and I'll be content.
Yeah.
So yes, a lot of this stuff is what I've been doing for, since 2011, so.
it takes quite a while to bring a 20th century operation up to a 21st century operation. And this, I mean, let's be
Maybe
frank.
even a little before that. Yep.
Well, the building was built in 1907,
Yes,
so
right.
probably, but,
Early
yes. But, you look at this place and obviously our audience can see it, the background, and it's a beautiful theater, and it has seating, if I remember correctly, for like 840
Correct.
people, and it's bigger than Waterville Opera House is.
I'm going to scoot over because guess who's arrived?
Geraldine? All right, there we are. Well, welcome, Geraldine. How are
Hi.
you?
Thank you. Nothing like being put on
Geraldine
the spot.
Shattuck?
Geraldine Shattuck, yes.
Yeah, okay. And you are the director
I am the director of A Christmas Carol.
of this, and did you really know what you're getting yourself into, or is this,
Yes and no,
okay, yeah,
because it's a cast of 36.
I heard, yeah.
It's a huge cast. But I was thinking about this on the drive up. This is one of the reasons I love community theater so much, is because they're here because they want to be here.
Yeah.
They are invested. They want to do a good show. I want to do a good show, and everybody's supporting each other and lifting each other up, and it's just exciting to see it all come together.
And they just like the thrill of acting, too. Yeah. Certainly not here because the pay is good.
Well, that's amateur.
Yes,
Comes from the Latin, amo, to love. You're
Yeah.
doing something for the love of it.
very good. I
And
learned something new.
They're here because they love it. And I have people in the cast who've been acting for years and years, and I have people on stage who've never done anything.
Yeah.
And one of my cast was here with her son on the first day of auditions. And she came back the next day and said, just looked like so much fun. I wanted to get involved too if I could. And she got up and she did a wonderful audition, and well, yeah, I cast her. And she's in this show with her
And
son.
these are people who've never acted before?
Well, some have.
Yeah.
Some have done a show or two before.
Okay.
But it's just, I love seeing when the light goes on in their eyes, when they understand how the story is coming together.
And we were talking a little bit before you got here. This is kind of an interesting take on an old story, really. I mean, in terms of making Scrooge actually a little more human, I guess, and less of the old miser and concentrating on how he...
Oh, no, he's still the miser.
He's still the miser,
He's still a
okay.
miser, otherwise it wouldn't be a story.
Well, that's true.
If he didn't start out as a miser.
But it gives you more of the background of him as to how he used to love and then he lost it and then...
How we became,
How
how we became disillusioned
Exactly.
with life and love.
Yeah.
And his own heartbreaks, which is why he hardened his heart.
Yeah.
And then he has the journey of the ghosts. And he becomes, the spirit of Christmas himself at the end.
Well, it's going to be an interesting show, that's for
I
sure.
think so, I think so.
But the amount of work that's, obviously it's a labor of love for you and the entire cast involved, because, you're practicing, Lynn, I think, said you started right end of October, I think, right after the ghost
Yes.
tours here in town. And what, 4 nights a week you're practicing, and
Yes.
and that's a lot of people giving up a lot of time.
Well, not necessarily, because not everybody is called to every rehearsal.
Oh, okay.
Because we started out doing like a scene or two
Oh,
at a
okay.
time.
All
And not
right.
everybody is in every scene. So initially, I had them come in, and we would do a scene, or a second scene, and then we do it again, and then we do it again, and then we do it again. And oftentimes, by the end of the evening, they have a handle on their lines. And then, we go the next couple of scenes, and we recently just started putting it all together.
Yeah. Hey, what happens if somebody forgets their lines? I've always had a fear of, if I ever did this, I'd be up there and my mind would just go blank.
Well, it
happens.
does happen, it absolutely
Yeah.
happens. But if you're working with people, especially with this play, because
Yeah.
people know the story, people know a lot of the lines. Every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips, people know those lines.
Yeah.
So
Boiled
if
in his
some,
own pudding or whatever it was?
yes, bold
Okay,
as
there you
somebody-
go, there you go.
Yes, but if somebody forgets, you can always, sometimes you can sort of catch the eye of somebody
Yeah.
on stage with you who can help you out, who
Yeah.
can give you a gift of setting you up to either say the line, or if they realize that it's just gone, they can say the line in a way
And that
to
does
fit.
happen occasionally.
Oh, of course it does.
No big cue cards out there.
No big cue cards.
It's not like television where they have
No.
variety shows are done,
I love how Chris says cue cards and not teleprompter.
Oh, yeah, well, once again, I mentioned I've been around for a while, so, yeah.
I'm of the cue card generation too, so.
Teleprompter, that's right.
We are not that technologically savvy yet, right?
No, we watch on camera.
That's why we called you.
We watch, I said I wanted to talk with Scrooge. And I wanted to hear your Scrooge voice for the audience here.
Oh, all right. Are they indeed? Oh, my. Are there no prisons? And the union workhouses are in full operation? And the treadmill and the poor law are in full vigor then? Ah, thank God. I'm very glad and relieved. From what you said, I thought something had happened to stop them in their useful work. Good day, sir.
That's very good. All right. Hey. Very good, very good. So, what's it like playing Scrooge? You ever done anything like this, or was it hard to get into character, or you just kind of revel in this?
Well, everybody knows the story, and I think
Yeah,
I've
for sure.
seen every film. And
Yeah.
Geraldine and I saw Patrick Stewart on Broadway doing this one-man show.
Yeah.
So kind of immersed in it. And about 12 to 15 years ago in Long Beach, California, I did it as a different version of the play, but played Scrooge. So it's just it's a very fun role, because he gets to be the meanest, most horrible person on the planet, and then at the end, he's the greatest guy.
That's right. Everybody, yeah,
Spoiler
everybody
alert.
loves him in the beginning. So I've certainly watched a lot of versions of A Christmas Carol over the years. And I'm going to tell you my personal favorite.
Okay.
George C. Scott. Do you like that one?
That's one of my favorites too.
Yeah, I thought he was fantastic playing that role. And I think I've watched probably just about any version of it, other than your version. So then I'll definitely come to one of those nights.
Excellent.
And so it's going to be, I think we mentioned this before, but it's going to be in December, really right before Christmas.
Yes, 19th, 20th, and the 21st.
And the 19th and 20th are at night here at the Opera House.
Yes.
From 7 to, it's a 2-hour play, right, or approximately?
Approximately.
Yeah, 7 to 9, and then a matinee on Sunday.
Sunday,
On
yes.
the 21st. So can you tell us any more about how you go about making this play, or how putting it together?
This play's kind of technical because there's so many scenes. It goes from scene to scene to scene to scene to scene.
Yeah,
I like trusting my actors to make acting choices.
okay.
And I'll step in and, tweak if I feel I have to. But this play is basically finding those transitions, and because our actors are our stage crew as well.
Okay.
Moving things around and then finding out who's available to move this, who is not on stage to do this backstage. And we're bringing tables on and beds
Yeah.
and ghosts. So it's a matter of finding those traffic patterns. And
Somehow controlled chaos.
it's
isn't it?
absolutely controlled chaos.
And it's interesting, because I go to plays, whether it be in Waterville or Lakewood or whatever, and the actors are all involved in changing the stages between things, and they make it look pretty easy, but I'm sure it's not.
Well, and that's why we rehearse.
Yeah.
That's why we don't go on stage with scripts. Because now the scripts are out of our hands, and I have a feeling I'm probably going to be in costume, moving things around as well. I think that's a possibility.
You know, it must be kind of fun in a sense of discovering talent, because there are probably some people that just in either their first play or haven't acted very much, and you can see they're almost thriving in this play setting.
I have a story. I've been telling this story since the very first day of auditions. I tell it to everybody. We have a young boy in the show, and precocious, smart as a button, adorable. I just love him. I want to take him home and give him cookies, and watch Sesame Street with him, although he's a little too old for Sesame Street. But at the end of the first day of auditions, I called him over, and I said, "How old are you?" And he said, "Well, I'm 9. I said, no, I think you're 32. And he's, no, I'm not. No, I'm pretty sure you're 32. So he calls out to his mom in the audience, Mom, tell her how old I am. And she just did this. And then at the end of the afternoon, I call out, would anybody like to read for a part that they haven't read for? And he shoots his hand in the air and he says, I would like to read for Cook. And I said, oh, you really want to read, you don't want to read for another kid's part? You want to read for part of a middle-aged woman? And
Yeah.
he stood there and he folded his arms and he said, well, you said I was 32. So, yes, I absolutely let him read
For
for
that?
Cook.
Well, he was 32 and how he acted, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
But all the kids, every single kid in this show, I feel very grandmotherly
Yeah.
towards them all. They're just, and the adults too, I like them too.
How is the attention span of these kids? That, they're still kids.
They're still, some of them will, when they're not on stage, I let them go out to the lobby, play, let off some steam.
Yeah, good idea.
And then there's usually somebody here who will go out and say, okay, your scene's coming up, and bring them back in, and then they're right back into it again.
There's a young man who has 1 million Matchbox cars, right?
Yes.
He brings a backpack full of Matchbox cars and puts them all
So,
over the.
so he plays with them,
plays
and
with
then,
them.
and then his mom is in the show, and she will go, it's great having parents and kids in the show. Because I've got, built-in child wranglers.
Oh, that's right.
But yeah, and she'll go get them, and he's like right on top of it. All the kids are just on top of it. I just love them, and it's just so nice to have. We have like 8 families involved in the show.
At what point do you get everybody together, and how long does that take?
We're starting now. We started last week, because last week we put together Act 1. And then the next day we did Act 2. And we had some people who couldn't be here because life happens. People get shifts at work. People
yeah.
get sick, People have to go pick up other kids at school. So we did Act 2 again the next night and plugged them in, and we just ran through it. And the first night, it took us 1 hour and 45 minutes. And the second night, it took us 1 hour and 11.
Whoa,
And it was just.
Shaved time.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot.
So, and tonight, we're doing Act 1 again, and see how far we get this evening.
Getting it a little more tight.
It just gets tighter and tighter.
and tighter.
And that starts, what, at 6 o'clock, is it?
6 o'clock-ish,
Yeah?
yeah.
What time is it now?
It
We
is,
got 25 minutes
yeah,
until that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you'll get to wrangle all 36.
Oh, jeez. My goodness.
We have some people running late tonight because somebody's picking up a kid at school.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's like the character in Shakespeare in Love says, it always comes together. I don't know how, it's a mystery. It's magic. It always comes together.
Well, as long as it's the day before opening night, then I guess that's a.
No, we're
that's
in really, really good shape, but we still have
Yeah.
like 4 weeks. And
So if they've all got it down, do they get bored after a while if you have got your lines all perfectly rehearsed and?
no, you never get bored, because the show always changes anyway. Because there's an electricity once you're on stage and once you've got an audience where you just feed off of each other. The audience feeds the actors, and the actors feed that back. So it always changes. The energy will always change, because it's not always going to be the same people sitting in the audience. So it's always a new show every single time.
Well, I can see how excited you are about this.
I get giddy. I
Yeah.
get giddy. It's always a good sign when I get giddy.
Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, this is going to be pretty interesting. Now, you had last year, right? You had A Christmas Carol, but it was a little different because people were, for the most part, just reading scripts. So you've taken it to a whole new level this
Yeah,
year.
for sure. It's a full play.
It's a full play this
A
year.
full complicated play with lots and lots of people
of-
compared to reading, doing a staged reading, which
Yeah.
was fantastic last year, by the way. There wasn't just, you know, the music stands on the stage and just standing there at your piece in front of you. There were a lot of other things that happened as well.
Actually, you had a few people last year who didn't really rely too much on,
No, they
on
didn't.
scripts,
So, I
they
mean,
just
they
knew
memorized
it.
it after a while, so they
Yeah.
really didn't need to rely on that.
Yeah.
But
And
we
we have
did
some of
have-
those on stage with us this year.
Well, this kind of also shows the evolving of Lights Up Productions too, that you've gone from that last year to this really full play this year. So you're getting more and more ambitious
Oh, for sure.
as time goes on.
Yes.
So-
And next year, we're not only doing one weekend of shows, we're doing 2 weekends of shows. So
I
we're
I
doing
was going
more
to say,
shows.
there's a.
We are evolving.
Yes, I was gonna say, Bryant is off working with their sound crew right now, but as a teaser, we did put out a tease Halloween, but we already have secured our rights for next year's program. We have a Crucible coming in March.
Uh-huh.
We will once again do a Shakespeare in the Park, which will be mixed. Right.
McBee.
Can you tell? Okay, yep,
Hey, look, you got a big audience here. You might as well just get it right out.
Well, no,
We don't wanna be
we're not
cursed.
gonna be I'm not gonna curse them, so.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
check out the website.
All right.
And then in October, we are putting on Great Gatsby. And
Ooh,
then
nice.
next Christmas will be a Charlie Brown Christmas.
Oh, that'll be neat.
Yes, so.
I can already hear the music.
I know, so.
Yeah, I can too.
As we are wrapping up 2025, Bryant and his production side of the house is truly already in full gear to make our 2026 season happen, so.
Wow, this sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
So you guys really are growing and growing and growing every year.
Yes, we are.
That's the plan.
And by the
Things
way,
are looking up for Lights Up.
that's right. And by the way, anyone who wishes to donate, okay, you can go on their website and actually donate that way. And,
We also have donation boxes at every show.
yep, and they are a 501c3 with a nonprofit where you can have tax deductible donations. Talk to your accountant as to how that all works, but
And we
there
have
are
show,
limits.
we have show sponsorships. So
Yeah.
if there are local individuals or businesses who would like to sponsor, whether it is the season or a particular show, we have those opportunities.
I just remembered, we have educational workshops
Yes.
as well. That's part of the show sponsorships. We have actually 7 educational workshops coming next year.
For
we
both
ha-
youth and.
For, yeah.
Oh, I
variety.
see, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
To learn different things about the stage. We have makeup and stage combat and improvisation, things like that. And we actually have a former Broadway star, Michelle Bruckner, is going to come here in April, during April vacation, and do 4 workshops for children from 8 to 12 years old, 2 different nights of the week. She's doing 2 one night and 2 on the other. So we're really happy to have
A lot going
that
on.
as well. So, I mean, part of our, mission basically is to bring arts and entertainment to the community, but we also want to teach them what it's like to put on productions, so.
Well, I can see there's a lot of enthusiasm involved here, that's
I
for
can't
sure.
believe I forgot that.
How do you guys have time for your day jobs, actually? This
That
this
is a
all-
good question.
you
Don't
gotta-
say anything.
Yeah, you got a lot.
Don't tell our
Oh,
boss.
that's
Don't tell my boss.
Oh, I know who your boss is. Yeah. But anyways, I think he knows it's for a very good cause.
And if
Not to
anyone
do.
wants to beat the ticket line for Christmas Carol, they can pre-purchase their tickets online at lightsupskowhegan.org.
Okay.
So there are online ticket sales available, and that will hopefully get them into, it's general admission
Okay.
still, but they can
What are the
pre-purchase.
prices?
Prices are $10 for general admission, and then it is $5 for 65 plus or under 12. And for children 5 and under, it is free.
Nice.
There you
Can they
go.
reserve their free tickets?
They can.
Awesome.
How
All
about that?
online, lightsupskowhegan.org.
There you go. So you're not gonna have to rob a bank in order to come to this play.
Oh, no, we
No,
are
it's very reasonably priced, I
Yeah.
think.
truly
and-
a holiday
And-
gift.
And that's right, and if you folks feel, and we had this discussion off camera too, if you feel guilty that you're not contributing enough to this, you're welcome to make a donation in the
Absolutely.
donation basket just outside the doors, right?
Right. That's the
And they won't push it on you, but it'll be right there in a prominent position, so you can make that donation. All right, now, anything else that you folks can think of here? Anything, you want to talk any more about the play?
I feel like I've waxed rhapsodic enough.
How about you, Bart?
No, I'm just an actor. I have nothing to say. Unless I have a script, I'm not going to improvise.
We could just have you go on and do some more Scrooge, we don't want to give the whole play away, although everybody knows what the play is about anyway, so that's okay. And, Kim, anything on your end?
Donate. I'm the
Come to the
treasurer,
shows.
right? Donate, sponsor, and please follow us on our social media. We'll have lots of little sneak peeks leading up to the show, that's for sure.
That's right. And the show, once again, December 19th, 20th, and 21st, which is Friday, Saturday nights at 7 o'clock, and 2 o'clock on Sunday,
Yes.
the 21st. So this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, it
It's going to
is.
be a lot of fun. We'll see how
Thank
tired
for-
you are.
Thank you for
I'm
the
always
interview, Chris.
What's that?
Thank you for the interview, Chris.
Oh, no problem. It's fun. It's fun.
And now you know.
You stole my line. You stole my line.
Oh, you can cut that part out.
No, that's good. And now you know.